Oh. Hi, we're back. Or this may be the first time you see us. I'm not sure how the blog's going to go. But anyway, hi, this is Lory and Julee reporting to you from Florenceville, Texas. And we have another story to tell. So, in order to go on this journey, I had prayed and asked God for jobs that I could do so that I could raise money for this trip. And so God was really awesome, and He gave me lots of jobs. So then, of course, I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'm trying to do all the jobs and then also do my regular life of working for a company, Ultravan Vending Company. And
Way to get that plug in there.
www. Anyway, so I'm sure that was nice going like that to my nose. Okay, so I was feeling really discouraged one day, and I was actually telling God, I don't think I can do this trip. It's too hard to do all these jobs and my regular life, and God, if you really want me to go on this trip, this journey, that you're going to have to give me a huge sign today that I'm supposed to do this. So I was not going to go to my home group. Sorry, but I was feeling really tired. But I decided to go anyway. So I went to home group, and I felt better. And then I was walking to my car, and I was like, oh gosh, I have to go back to regular life now, and I didn't want to do that. And in the morning, I'd asked Sage to please pray for me because I was feeling really, really discouraged. So when I got home from home group, I just happened to reach into my purse, and there was an envelope in there, and in the envelope was this card. And it had the word journey mysteriously written in there, cut out from some kind of different magazine articles or something, but inside the card was $200, and so I just immediately started crying, and I was just so amazed that God would have someone put $200 in my purse when that day I was praying I couldn't do this trip, and that unless He gave me a sign. And so I'm standing in my kitchen bawling and saying, I can't believe God gave me $200 through somebody else. And Sage said, Mom, I prayed for you that God would just give you money. So 2 people's prayers were answered. So then the detective in me decided to figure out who that was that gave me the $200. And so I figured it was Julee. And Julee was having problems thinking that God speaks to her. So I wanted to tell her that God spoke to her. So, go ahead.
So you called me.
So I called her.
But the way it started for Michael and I was that we had some money that we set aside for giving in our local community, and we, just having arrived here not long ago, we weren't sure what that would entail. So we prayed about it, and when I heard that Lory was going on the journey, I thought, what better way to reach my local community than my local home group? So we decided that would be the best use of the money for that particular time. So I went to the bank, got some cash, took the time to cut out all the letters so that she would not know.
It was you?
So that she would not know who it came from. And it, was maybe a couple of weeks later after we had decided that this is what we wanted to do before I got everything together. And then on a home group night, I just slipped it into her purse. Of course, I had to ask her slyly, I thought, which purse was hers, and I stuck that in there, and then went home. And when I got home, Lory called, and it was late, and I was like, oh no, oh great. And
she doesn't like me to call her.
I thought something was wrong.
Oh.
But anyway, when I answered the phone, she was crying, and she's like, Julee, was it you? Did you put the money in my purse? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, Lory. What money? What are you talking about? And she says, Julee, I have to know, was it you? And I was like, how is somebody supposed to be anonymous when you call them out on it?
And then make a video all about it.
I know. And anyway, so it was just such a privilege for us to be part of this journey, in giving to her that way and helping her with the funds. And then when the time came for her to go on this journey, and I actually had some time available, and she was like, well, do you want to go? Do you want to go with me? You want to meet me somewhere? And I was like, well, all right, let me look. So we prayed about that, And here I am, and it has been a blessing. And I would not have known I would not have known that it was God speaking to me had Lory not called me and told me what happened to her that day, that she had almost given up. Had I not seen CC doing this, which I know was God, using a steer to talk to me, but now I know that he talks to me, and he talks to Lory, and he talks to whoever wants to listen. And what a blessing this whole trip has been. And Lory thinks it's all about her in this journey, but no, I'm the one who's getting blessed. The end.